your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. So we got something that's gonna, supplement the fact that we haven't gotten that Eminem response yet, and we might not. I know that he doesn't have to, but I feel like we all want to hear it though, right? And it is what it is. We'll see if it comes. But Cassius, I think is his name. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. But he dropped a Benzino disc called "Pray for Benzino." I know the name. I know that he's been on Shady Records. I don't think that I've ever heard him rap though. So I feel like this is a fun first time to dive in because diss tracks people usually go off. I'm excited for this. There's been so many diss tracks lately. This shit make me happy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Now on my main channel, around the time that this drops, I have a video up talking about Benzino and the whole he came out and said that he had ghostwriters, and I wanted to break it down and talk a little bit more about it because the way that he put it makes it sound like it's not a bad thing, which it really isn't the way that he explained it. As an artist, we do a lot of that, like giving each other tips, and I have friends that I send songs to and they're like, hey, this part was cool, this part, and then you kind of make some adjustments. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is I'm pretty sure he lied, and this man had the whole thing written for him, but we talk about that in much more detail on my main channel. I'll try to link it down below if you guys are interested. That's where I talk about more things. It's not always music related, but I don't want to put anything on this channel except for the actual music reactions. So Cassius, pray for Benzino. Let's see what this man's doing with it. I like when people use the same beat. It's always interesting.
Look, it's a land fire. I'm murking this black quagmire. This Kobe still alive. What the fuck is you? A vampire. Wrap your name out and your ghost rider and play him guy.
See, I like that. It's not even like a super complex bar or anything, but it's the way that he delivered it. Fuck is you? Vampire? Like, ooh, okay. I like the way this guy raps. This is dope.
Look, it's a land fire. I'm murking this black quagmire. This Kobe still alive. What the fuck is you? A vampire. Grab your name out and your ghost rider and play him guy. Shout out to the Goyas. I can afford to send them pants out. She like a Hoya, nigga. Wanna know about cash? I was 7-0 and 714 and plug real niggas like glass. Link with Crook when he was with Suge. And I was strapped up, nigga Eastwood. Punk and pussy niggas when they act up like you. Raymond, nigga, you don't have a clue about gang banging. You been shot, I've been crazed, nigga. Ooh, I done put bad mace off in their graves. This is true. Brains popping out the cranium like jades when they bloom, nigga. I take chains off lame niggas too.
I like this. Yo, this man going in. The jades when they bloom. That's a fire little bar right there. I like this. It's not even been super like double, triple entendres throughout it. There's been some already, obviously, but I like that it's just very direct. It's just like, yo, listen, I'm just letting you know real quick. It's like, sit down here, boy. Let me talk to you real fast. It's got that kind of a feel to it.
I done put bad mace off in their graves. This is true. Brains popping out the cranium like jades when they bloom, nigga. I take chains off lame niggas too. Nigga from 78 then Langley. What your lame ass go do, nigga? I'm bogus, ain't this known lost city soul in him. This dwarf is just a troll and he a hoe, nigga. You crying to police, the plot is getting thicker. You shelving the red roof with a nigga.
So I've heard that a few different times. Somebody else says something about him showering with another man. I don't know a lot about this. I don't follow Benzino or much of the information around him. I kind of just do my own thing, and every so often I might come across shit. That is something I am not familiar with. So somebody's got to comment down below and let me know. But it's seeming like the more and more I hear it makes me think that there's more and more truth to it.
Plot is getting thicker. Shelving the red roof with a nigga. Bitch, back in my motherfucking dick. You a front size punk. You stand up to gobble clears. Go mask.
Yo, that's wild. You know what? What's crazy to me is that I literally just learned like 2 days ago, maybe, that Benzino is 5'3", I think it is. Yo, that's absolutely wild. I didn't know this man was so short. Like, you see him and he's built like a little troll, you know what I mean? So you thought, I thought like at least like 5'8", 5'9", like, so, like around my height, I thought, but I guess this man is like 5'3". And I feel like I should have known this, because I did a reaction a while back of like, some of you might remember there was a situation where he was in his SUV or something. Maybe he got arrested by the cops, and there was like this whole like altercation. I can't recall what it was now, but I feel like we checked it out, and I don't know if it's still up on one of my channels. But I should have known from that he was extremely short. Maybe I just thought the other people were really tall. But that's wild to me. This man 5'3". He said, "Yo, you could stand up and gobble glizz." That's madness right there. That's some disrespect.
Front size punk, you stand up to gobble clears. Go mask up and rotate until you dig. In gun formation, we throwing K's at your head. I wasn't involved. Don't try to reach out to Emma Dog. It ain't called.
Wait, what just happened? Okay, for some reason I found a version that was 1:30. I have no idea why that would be the case, but we got the full one now.
Wasn't involved. Don't try to reach out to Emma Dog. It ain't calling me yo. I'm about to serve this nigga. I think I know who helped you pin it. You know I murk you, nigga. You been ducking for a minute.
Okay, so that's an interesting bar. I'm curious, does anybody know of any beef that Cassius has had? Because he says, "I think I know who helped you pen it." I'll murk you, nigga. And then you've been ducking for a while. So if there's somebody that he's had a back and forth with, it doesn't mean that it's that person, because he says, "I think I know." So it's not 100%, but that could at least lead us in the right direction. Like, has he had any issues with Cassidy or any battle rappers or anything? And I actually talk about this in the video on my main channel, but I don't think that Cassidy wrote it. I know that a lot of people came out with a lot of information saying that they thought that Cassidy wrote it, but for me personally, as someone who bumped the shit out of Cassidy, like, I listened to all his freestyles like 1,000,000 times over. The only part that sounds like Cassidy is the part where he says something about, like, "You don't want that fade, fam." Like, that sequence, that sounds very much like Cassidy, the writing, the delivery, all of that. The rest of it, with the way that the internal rhymes are structured and stuff like that, Cassidy's never rapped like that. Never in his life. And I actually went and found a Cassidy AI, and I didn't put it out because it's horrible quality, but I put it over the diss track. And when you hear it, you're like, this is not Cassidy. This is not his style in the least bit. That one part sounded good, but the rest of it didn't. So Cassidy might have been one of the people in the studio and gave him those few bars, but I don't think that he gave the majority of it to him. I feel like it came from a battle rapper, and I thought it was Math Hoffa. Math claims he didn't write it. So it could be somebody else, because a lot of them, I wouldn't say have similar styles, but they have that battle rap style, and I think that that's where it comes from.
Who helped you pin it? You know I murk you, nigga. You been ducking for a minute. Step up out the shade. Hop up in this plane. I'm on your motherfucking ass anyway. Let's get it. Let me break it down. My nigga, a nigga who lost it all. Go use my name to clown. How you like me now, bitch? Are you scared to see me? Eyes to the ground, bitch. I got the next gen on me right now. Switch. Still the same kid that aired out them crabs. You know, Benzino laying on the ground. Shit, it's premeditated. I'm heavyweighted. Use a buster. A snake ass, fake ass, bitch ass motherfucker. This shit is crazy. I'm on my business, man. We not alike. Cause what you like is really your man. See, I'm a nigga, oh. And I can't let down my bigger bro. You step around here finna go. Got green lights like open roads. Capo.
Nigga trippin', man.
That nigga tripping, man. Hold up.
I got all my partners hit me. I got my big buddy like, man, fuck this nigga Benzino. Like, man, I got it, man. This is rap. Like, I ain't trying to get this nigga hurt. Better leave my motherfucking name out your mouth, boy. While I'm pretty turn this motherfucking shit up. Straight up.
So this was definitely interesting. This was definitely interesting. I enjoyed it. I thought that it was dope. It wasn't the most complex diss track, but I feel like it doesn't always have to be, right? Like, sometimes at least in my opinion, personals go way harder than double, triple entendre punchlines. Now, he only had so much as far as personals in this, like the whole, "You really like men, you showered with some man, you know, you could stand up and gobble a glizz because you so short." Like, I enjoyed some of it. It was very direct. Like, it was very direct. And some of it was really just, or I'd say a lot of it was really just like, stop playing with me because I'm gonna really come for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit ain't a game to me. So keep my name out your mouth kind of stuff. And I listen, I could rock with that. I'd love to hear some more diss tracks though. Like, I really want M to drop. I know he doesn't have to, but I really, really, really want to hear M drop. And I want to hear who he thinks it is, because I feel like if he can get the information on who it is as a ghostwriter, that would make one of the most epic diss track responses because he could diss Benzino, but actually go at the person that penned it or the couple of people. And that can start a whole list of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think back to when Nick Cannon dissed Eminem. He was able to get battle rappers on that track with him, even though they didn't really have any issue with Eminem at all. Right. But yet they still hopped on and they still dropped the diss track. So it's not hard to believe that he got some battle rappers or was in the studio with some battle rappers and they pretty much helped this man pen his whole track. I don't doubt that Benzino may have went into the studio with a track ready. And I feel like as they heard it, they're probably like, whoa, no. Like, that's a dope concept. Like, it's a good, way of trying to diss him, but build it like this. And I think they ended up molding an entire song for him. Like, he may have had a bar or two in there. Maybe. If he's lucky, that might be the truth. But I think for the most part, they pretty much put it all together. Like, I don't think he hit them up and was like, yo, guys, I need you to write a diss for me. I think that he just wrote one that wasn't super functional and he had them there to try to, make sure that it came across the way that he wanted it to. And they kind of molded it, right? And that may have been the case for the first one too. The first one wasn't that great either. It was a lot of real basic shit. And maybe they gave him just a line or two. And then he's like, yo, I got to come harder than that. I need more. And that's when it kind of escalated to the next level. That would be my opinion. They may have even recorded both at the same studio sitting. And, so like I said, I don't know. I'm very curious who it actually was. I'm curious if it ever will come out. But we talk about a lot of this stuff more on my main channel. Link down below where we have the discussion around it. But Cassius did his thing, without a doubt. If I'm being honest, I don't think that this was a better diss towards Benzino than Benzino's was towards Eminem. But we all know, again, that he had ghostwriters. He even came out and admitted it. So how do you weigh it at that point? I feel like you can't give that many points to Benzino because, yeah, he rapped it, but it's like, I want to give the credit to the people that actually wrote it. And I don't know who they are. So comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this. I'll catch you in the next one, homies.
I blow that flower like Mario. I keep that fire in my hand. Smoking so much it's like all I show. I don't think they understand. I blow that flower like Mario. I keep that fire in my hand. I just be rolling, that's all I know. I don't think they understand. I just be rocking the boat. Got me a bop in a hole. I'm locked in the coast. I got me a shot and I know. So everything I drop is cold. I be like, who wanna blow on an L? We hit the hotel. A couple of bitches, a little Ciroc. Got one of my niggas. We feeling the vibe. It's comfortable pimpin'. Woo!